Remember our structured learning recommendations? Well, what these are designed to do is they're designed to help you learn what you need to learn without worrying about what certificate should I get? What should I learn next? Should I learn this tool or this math or that math? It's like, no, you should learn like this. You should learn some preliminary data and modeling in Python. Okay. What does that look like? Well, we've got some content for you. We'll drop a link in the chat to some of our tools demos that we've been doing recently. Personally, I'd recommend starting with the Hugging Face demo. Check out what Julian Simon, the chief evangelist from Hugging Face, did during his event with us. Can you do that? He's got a GitLab repo that's available for you to copy and paste into your life. See if that starts making sense to you. How can you leverage a state-of-the-art tool that Hugging Face provides, like their models and data sets and spaces, tools and applications? Then I would go ahead and go over to learning MLflow within Databricks. And, MLflow is a great tool. You can use it right in the notebook, and it allows you to do experiment tracking and model tracking as you iterate through different types of experiments and models. You're probably doing this already. You're just doing it in a less sophisticated way. Maybe you're doing it by saving different notebooks. Maybe you're just managing this all in a spreadsheet, which is not a terrible way to go about it when you're doing it at first, very manually. However, if you want to automate some of that, this is the best way you can start creating additional value for the company you're at today, company you're at tomorrow, or even for yourself, so you can look back at models that you haven't not been able to quite find in the past, but you created at one point. So MLflow is a very, very powerful tool. It's the most popular open source MLOps tool on the market, and we've got some great content for you to learn it. She also provides, Fei also provided an amazing GitHub repo for her MLflow tutorial. And there are a few others on here that we'd seriously encourage you to check out as well, including data version control from Iterative. What about setting up your software development environment? Well, we've done our best to get the word out there on this one as well. We went into a ton of detail recently in our Beyond Jupyter Notebooks event that I was fortunate enough to be able to lead, but this was really a FourthBrain team effort putting together the resources for this. So whether you're on Mac OS, Windows, or Linux, we've got a great video for you to watch. That's sort of the original video. We've got some more in-depth videos for your particular operating system, whether it's Linux, Mac OS, or Windows. And we've also got a GitHub repo that walks you through step by step. So we'll go ahead and post the YouTube and GitHub links in the chat for setting up your software development environment. What should I learn next? Well, if you've got data and modeling, you've got some Python, you've got some sklearn and pandas, you've got now some Hugging Face, you've got some MLflow, you've got some software dev environment. That means you've got command line. That means you've got VS Code. That means you're starting to get a feel for what you're going to use GitHub and Fast API for. Let's now use VS Code, use command line, go all in on GitHub version control, building APIs and containerization. That has been the most recent event that we did. I was very fortunate again to be able to take part in this deep learning event that I did alongside two of FourthBrain's best instructors. By the way, they will be taking part in the upcoming cohort. So if you want to check out who your instructors will be, check out this event. We've got a YouTube link for this event. This is all about how to do branch development in GitHub and how to create some really cool apps using open source tech from Hugging Face. Instead of the transformers library, now you'll learn the diffusers library. And you can build your own app using the exact code that we showed in this event. Chris and Melitza did a fantastic job. This was just a week ago. So yeah, check this out. We've got the YouTube and the GitHub coming into the chat now. And then of course, once you learn all these things, how do you put it together, right? How do you do that end-to-end project? How can you choose a problem that you think is worth solving? How can you choose a data set? How can you choose a why? How can you choose something that you're excited about? We've got our pieces to the puzzle here. And if you're wondering, well, I don't quite get it, I'm not quite sure how to go about this. Well, we've got one more resource for you. This was a step-by-step tutorial that kind of went through what's the problem? Why is it a problem? Who are we building for? How are we going to measure success? And then what are we going to build to solve this problem that we've got? This is a great example for you to sort of, again, go leverage the YouTube video and GitHub link, throw it in the chat, to figure out what you should be building next.